A recipient is a person or company to whom money needs to be paid. Let's take a look at how to create a recipient. First, navigate to the Accounting section, then click on the Recipients tab. Here you will see a list of all recipients and a button to create a new one at the lower right. First, you'll need a recipient's name. Then you'll need an email. Set your VAT amount. After you've filled out all the required information, click Save. Once the recipient is saved, you will see 3 tabs when viewing the item: the Overview, Payments Received, and Strategy tab. The Overview tab will show the details that you enter when creating the recipient. The Payments Received tab will list payments that the recipient has received. The Strategy tab is where you will view and create the strategies for the recipients by clicking on the Edit Strategy button at the lower right. Issued Invoices and Received Invoices tab will also be visible for the recipient once an invoice is created for them under the Payment section. The Issued Invoices tab will display all invoices issued for this recipient. You will have the option to view the invoice, statement, or payment, as well as to download all invoices. The Received Invoices tab will show all invoices that were received by the recipient. You will have the option to view the invoice, statement, or payment, as well as download all invoices. Now let's take a look at setting up your recipient strategies. Following the logic of the channel managers, the revenue generated for any booking is separated into different concepts: rental price, service and fees, and taxes. Each of these concepts has its own total of 100%. Let's take a look at the different tabs of setting strategies. First, your rental tab. The rental agency strategy should be the default one. This means it will be the only recipient with the default rental price strategy option enabled and a non-zero percentage or fixed amount specified. The strategy will show on the Strategy tab as the recipient can earn money from bookings. For all other recipients, the rental price strategy will be enabled to show that recipients can earn money from bookings with a percentage or fixed amount. You will create exceptions to indicate how much they earn and for which rentals need this amount. If you earn a different percentage on just a few of your rentals, you will add exceptions to the rental price strategy by clicking on Add New Exception. You will select the rentals that need a different amount and put the commission percentage amount you charge on the bookings of these rentals. Then click Save. Then click Save the Exception. Once done, this is how the completed strategy will appear. If you have fees that are not charged to the guests and thus not shown in the details of the booking, it should not be included in this section. In this section, we work with keywords in order to be able to include all fees and services, even though they might have different names in the different booking channels, such as Airbnb or Booking.com, or are set up in different languages. In this example, we have added 100% of the fees to be managed by the rental agency. Then click Save. Thus, since you have indicated that rental agency earns 100% of the fees, you will need to create an exception on the strategy indicating it earns 0% of the fees and services that contain the word tourism tax. Then click Save the Exception. When you're done, this is how your strategy will appear. Let's move on to taxes. This section includes the taxes that you have set up in your channel manager platforms. Typically, it refers to the VAT charges on your rental price only. In the case of the example below, the taxes are completely managed by the rental agency. This means that for the strategy of the agency's recipients, under the Taxes tab, you will select Yes to enable default taxes strategy and set the percentage to be 100%. In most companies, the tax section is not used because no VAT is applied on the rental price. In most countries, however, only the fees and services need to include VAT, but not the rental price. However, this depends on the location of your business. When you're done, click Save. Finally, let's move on to the recurring items. Recurring items are items that need to be paid or received on a current basis and are not included in the booking breakdowns of your bookings. From this section, click Add Recurring Item. First, you'll add your description. Your recurring items can either be set up as per statement or per booking. All other items have to be positive amounts since they are recurring incomes. When you're done, click Save the Exception. Once all the information is complete, click Save. And that's it. You've now created your recipients. Thank you again for using Power Reporting.